What it do? So this video is all about why disappearing works so well. So today is gonna be going into the discussion of, you know what happens with women when they make these assumptions after you disappear, after you do no contact, after you ignore, after you're completely gone, is that they run to the worst thinking in their mind. Those assumptions, and once again, we know women are emotional by nature. So those assumptions that they have about what's going on, why did he do this? You disappeared on me? Those assumptions that she's gonna make is gonna be the worst thinking ever. Well, you know what? Maybe he got another girl that looks better than me. Now, I'll talk more about it later on how these assumptions can get worse or how you can make her actually literally have disappearing work so well on her based on what's going on your side. So one example for you guys to really get it is things such as you actually bossing up, manning up, and looking better. All those things you hear me say, that is one way of you actually having her this time period apart, you disappearing, having her really get to the bad assumptions. Because women are going to be probably around you because you're doing better, because you have options, because you can get better, because look at that next woman that really, really wants you. That's so bad and sees the value in you. And bad, obviously good, as in good looking. All right. So give this video a big thumbs up. If you haven't already, you do that. It really helps your girl out. And fellas, y'all book your consultation. I want to talk to you guys. You guys already talked to me through comments, so we can still keep that going, but I would love to talk to you guys through consultations, and we can talk about anything, you know. Holla at your girl. Okay, book your consultation. The link is down below, and let's get to the real discussion. Even though I gave you guys a little, you know, I guess summary, you could say, of what we're talking about today, I want to first start off by just giving you guys this idea of disappearing and kind of comparing it to no contact and all these other things that really, really are helpful that you guys do and ask me to talk more about. So first things first. Disappearing is pretty much the same thing as anything else, right? When you're gone, when you disappear, that means you're out of her life. You're out of the picture. And that also really means the clear thing is that, okay, well, your life moves on. So now the point a lot of you guys think is, well, if my life moves on, how does she even care? Why is it that, okay, I leave and now she's wondering and she's making assumptions? This is where it happens. This is why disappearing works. Once you're gone out of her life, it could end there. But because women run by ego and pride and emotions and all the stuff that we should know by now, and I'm only saying we should know because I talk about it so much that it's beyond basics, you guys. Sorry, but it really is. If you watch my videos all the time, right? So all this stuff, if you have that going on with you being gone and disappearing, and I'll go back into comparing it to those other things. But when you have all that just going on and you actually disappear, now she knows that the control is gone, but the options for her, and this is options between you and her, what she can do with you, right? The options are now shifting. So when you start doing better, when you start really truly elevating, your options are now going to be, I could actually have her. Your options are going to be, well, you know what? I could put her in my rotation due to the fact that I'm gone in this process that I disappear. Not only does she not know what I'm doing in the process that I'm gone, but obviously her emotions are getting the best of her. And the last important thing is that she has no way of controlling me no longer. So it's kind of just like not her trying to come back into your life to control you. Obviously, we're not even jumping to that. But her not knowing that when you're gone with nothing in front of her to see, and this is how disappearing can be so powerful, with nothing for her to see in front of her. That's the way the options have gone. There is no option no longer, and that's how much it hits her. So it's like this. Before, when you were in her life, and you actually gave her time, and you actually entertained her. Before all of that, when you didn't really disappear, when you didn't just go ghost and stuff like that. Before all of that, she was thinking that, okay, you know what, I could say this, and now he's an okay guy. He's not really anything special anyways. So really the point is that, yes, you bossed up, you leveled up, but you disappeared to make her want to come back into your life, to try to make things run the way she wants it to run. So now she wants to do this, yes. Before, there was no excitement. There was nothing really going on. There was, you know what, you being here, too easy. So now just comparing disappearing to no contact and all these other things, and I'll talk about more of how it could be more powerful in a different video, but just to compare once again, disappearing is even more like powerful compared to a lot of these other stuff, but comparing it to it, it could really just be as she doesn't know anything, has no answers. So now the assumptions, it does go to the worst things, but she has to make an assumption because she has no choice. So options, once the options are there, okay, you know what? I could do this with him. I see that he's in my life, but he's not really in my life. So before, when you disappeared, you are actually still there. She still has you on social media. She still has you, somewhat there's access to you. But, comparing it to no contact and then also ignoring, that access is gone, right? So it's all really the same thing, but it's kind of just like, how did you go about it? And that's why disappearing can become even more powerful when you really go about it like out of nowhere, when you disappear out of nowhere. And that's because she has now to have to find more answers. Now at this point, your disappearing has become, well, this is rude. Not just the regular, okay, well, we kind of fell off. Sometimes disappearing could happen where it's the legitimate disappearing of, I just dipped out. I just went ghost. I just went MIA. So this could happen, and then this is the reaction she'll give you of, well, why would you do that? How could you do that? And then now it can work, or it becomes so powerful because you just did it with no explanation. So this is where now the reaction you get from a woman will be maybe extremely bad, extremely, very dramatic. Or it could be more on the subtle side, but now it's based, again, what did you do? Based on what did you do? Exactly what did you do in that process of disappearing, right? That will give her a stronger reaction or less of a reaction. And also consider if you're doing less in the process of disappearing, right? Not just you gone, and I'll backtrack to say once you instantly disappear, how she's feeling and stuff, but not just you gone, just gone in that second. When you're actually disappearing, you have to get that you're not disappearing just to hide from her. You're disappearing to better yourself. You're bettering your life. So obviously the options that she wants to have that you've taken away, and that's bringing it back to yourself, giving yourself the options by bringing value. Obviously, those options have to be available to you now because you've elevated and changed. So it's just like, don't think that disappearing is going to happen because she's just emotional and she doesn't know the answers and she's going to assume this. No, and don't think disappearing is going to basically make the powerful magic just to happen. Like, just things are going to change overnight and options are going to be there. I'm saying if you do not do nothing in this process of disappearing, also, disappearing cannot really mean nothing. So you also need to get that when you're gone, that's based on disappearing. When you're actually gone, you take away your options with it. But you see, what happens is where what you guys think women will always stay stuck on is, well, she knows that I don't have this, so how could she ever care or notice if I disappear? She's going to notice when you do disappear, yes, and then the facts of you actually doing better is where she is actually needing to know, okay, you know what? He is gone. He is gone for sure, or what is he really doing, or this is how it's really going to be. She knows what's up. There's no need for you guys to think differently, but don't get stuck on this is how she gets stuck on. She just views you this way. And the thing about women, because the whole hypergamy thing, y'all got to understand that once y'all start, doing better, having more, right? More that you own, all those types of stuff, those important things. Once you have all that going on, y'all got to get that there is no what you were before. There is no, oh, well, this is happening. Also consider, she's thinking to herself, why are you even disappearing? Why are you going MIA on me? Because it's kind of just thinking like, or it's kind of just in her mind of, I didn't do nothing really wrong. Because you're still in a rotation. You're still an option to her. You get that? So it's just like until a lot of you fellas have to make it known or clear, or until something pops off and it's, okay, I noticed this is going on, that's when she's really bothered. That's when it really gets to her the most. And that, yes, you should have did this to her a long time ago to actually not go through what you probably already went through, right? Or most of what you already went through. So just really get that. Take out what you have in your mind of, well, she views me this way, and if I disappear, the last thing she's thinking of is me. It's not about that. It's the mind games that in her mind, you are gone and now the options are taken. And because of the facts, once again, only because of the facts that you're doing probably well, you should be, only because of the facts that you're doing the things that really get to women. And it could be small things such as just moving on and not giving her attention or giving another woman attention. And then obviously things that apply to yourself, looks and all that stuff. All those things, now when it's put to action and put to work, now disappearing, it's only gonna have to work on her part. It's only gonna make her want more of you. When that hypergamy gets to the kicking and you are doing better, as I said you should be, it's kind of just like, well, you're the best of the guys. You disappeared, and not only did you just go ghost and you just ran off, but now I don't get no first picks of the first pick guy that all the women want. You get what I'm saying? And it's a competition worldwide. Yes, I know that sounds wild, but it is. So disappearing also is her also looking forward, not in a good way, but looking forward to seeing what you'll do next. So basically, she's expecting that if you do disappear, right, it's already a negative thing. Well, oh, that's your loss. But she's already expecting that in this process of you guys not talking, if it's her that cut you off, whatever happened, that you're going to do bad for yourself. So already just disappearing alone in that time space, yeah, she's probably not going to always look, or she'll lurk one time and then boom, might disappear. But in that process, you're expected to do bad. And so when you go ahead and do good, when you do disappear, it really blows her mind. Y'all got to get that. She's expecting you to be down bad without her. Are you down bad without her? Some of you guys are. So it's like disappearing sometimes. And this is where you can't take away this whole idea or this view that she has of you. And that's why she always will still have options. But this is where y'all will get stuck on this stronghold of, well, when I do disappear, I can't disappear for too long because maybe she'll find another guy. But then there's the other guys, which could be you as well. Well, if I do disappear, maybe she'll get the wrong opinion or perspective, or maybe she'll think this of me. Maybe she should think that of you so she could want more of you. But you really should understand that disappearing is really supposed to be your downfall. Disappearing is supposed to be, okay, well, she either cut you off or you have to go, and now you're really, really upset. Now you're really sad because all you could do is think about Yvette, Julia, Lori, Harvey, Denise, Chase. I don't know, Kelsey. I'm trying to think of names. I was doing a little bit bad, but whatever. We did our thing right there. But you see, when you're just thinking about her, you're gonna be down bad. Disappearing is only you. This is how she knows you, and this is where I tell you, woman can see through you guys. This is how she knows that disappearing, such as no contact, is only temporary, and you're only doing it to actually cope with what you need to cope with. And disappearing is nothing. So this actually means her options, she gets that you're there. You're available. Nothing has changed. Just you trying to prove something that is not getting sent out. That message of you truly being moved on, disappearing, and actually, oh wow, there's maybe something going on the other side. Maybe his life is actually good without me. All that, it will go out the picture for real though when it's not that, because when she comes back around, it's you changing. So disappearing means that you're doing basically no contact after you disappear. You get what I'm saying? But you can also say when you're disappearing, it's more curiosity. It's more answers that she needs. And I just did a video talking about like how curiosity and being secretive and mysterious, all these types of things can grow attraction between you and a woman, mainly her, right? Like she wants to know, you know, all the good stuff. Watch that video, you know. But basically, I'm trying to get y'all to get that. Y'all gotta have this because this is the interest that makes a woman want to go after you, pursue you. Now, the short term, like I was just mentioning, is as much as you make disappearing short, as in you can say no contact or just ghosting, as much as you make it short, it's gonna be as much as she makes it short. So basically, you want to disappear and you think that you can do it so easily. You think that, oh, well, I can body this. This is a breeze. This is so easy. Da, 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 all these things. If you're thinking about all of that and you underestimate yourself, what then happens next? It's not like that, because when she does come back around, it's the other opposite. You're really, really ready to go and put whatever it is that you need to put down for her. So some women know forever, because we're getting close to the end of the video, I want to wrap it up a little bit. Some women know forever that they have a strong hold. So realistically, they go based on you. You want to move like, oh, well, you're this big bad boy, or you have no emotions, or you're so high value or alpha or sigma enough to ignore her forever, be gone forever, disappear forever. You think you're that tough enough with the strength in you, but she knows with the mind games that, okay, if I play these mind games with you, you disappearing just for a little bit, or just disappearing for you a little bit. If I play these mind games with you, then I will get the same exact results, but then better yet, I do it a little bit longer and I win at the end. So yes, constantly it is the mind games going on, but y'all got to get that when I try to tell you what you're supposed to do is because this is how you match the mind games. And a lot of times it's really down to just leaving, never letting her come back, definitely just moving on completely and getting the message out that this is over. Those games are done. Yes, that's really what I know I want y'all to do. But at the end of the day, the reality of it is that, and how did this highlighter end up in my hands? It rolled. If you guys heard, it rolled. I just had to bring that up because you guys probably heard me do this. Anyways, I'll put it back on the table. But anyways, the reality of it is that disappearing, unless you have basically it under control and you can have it, I lost my train of thought. Who cares? We're at the end of the video. But disappearing, to sum it up, if you have the strong hold on, if she has a strong hold on you, just get that forever you're going to be going back no matter how much you prove to her that you could just go, that you could actually just disappear. Don't think that you could do it well until you actually went time after time and she's coming around, she's hitting you up, she's sneaking around to get answers. Until then, you don't need to worry about nothing. And then even when she comes back, don't worry about nothing. It's really a matter of you guys showing her that option is out of the picture. And that is what a lot of fellas cannot do. They just know that, okay, or what women know is that, okay, well, you know, this guy is not tough enough. So I'm going to keep preaching about you guys have to get your part ready, but also get that when you get your part ready it's the way you have to, it's you basically getting ready for the battle. It's you having to have that armor built like that so you can go out there to deal with her games, okay? So I really hope I explained this pretty well. There is a few things that I wanted to go back and forth from, but, you know, staying on something or going back to something can also really extend the video. So we'll always do our part twos. Y'all got to let me know, like I tell you, if you want that. And y'all click all those links. Sure, get your lube, like I said, but definitely book your consultation with your girl. And thank y'all. And if you didn't already, give this video a big thumbs up. Y'all go do that right now. Bye, guys.